Hi, my name is Jim Korch. I'm the Engineering Systems Manager at Brewer Science. I'm here to talk about process FEMAs. One of the processes behind a FEMA is to think about what could possibly go wrong and how can you address it. First of all, what is FEMA? FEMA is a risk mitigation tool. It's a process to go about thinking about what can go wrong and how you fix things. It's also a documentation tool to where you can put your lessons learned for the next project so you don't repeat your mistakes. So one of my favorite cartoons is The Far Side, and I come across this cartoon and it was like, this is like perfect example of a FEMA. So in this case here, where we're as a passenger on a plane, we don't put a tool for, let's say, ejecting the wings in the 9th row next to the window. Some other well-documented cases where FEMAs could have been handy exist with physicians maybe possibly amputating the wrong leg. So anybody who's going in now to be worked on like a knee or an arm, the physician actually gives you a marker now and you write on your own leg which leg needs to be operated on. Another possible scenario, Patriot missile system implemented in one of the conflicts was set up. It's a missile that can shoot down incoming missiles. Well, after a while, the computers would round the numbers so much that the missiles started missing. They implemented a backup computer. They shut one off, turn another one on, it resets itself. Another situation, a transplant patient got the wrong heart. So FEMAs can address all these sorts of things ahead of time. What we see here is a simple format to apply your FEMA. So what is the possible failure? For example, I'll use one that maybe all of us are aware of. The possible failure is a car battery going dead because you left the lights on, right? Now, many of us realize now today that cars they have automatic shutoffs. If the car's off and the headlights stay on for a certain amount of time, they automatically go off. Well, that never used to be the case. You used to have to manually turn your car lights on and off. Now, through the process of a FEMA, what's the possible failure? Car battery goes dead. What was the cause of the failure? Left the car lights on. What's a possible fix? Automatic shut off for your headlights. So that kind of works through that. Other ways to go about that, as you're looking at, I know some of our audience will be robotics team. If you have to raise an arm, how do you raise that arm? What's the possible failure? The arm doesn't raise. Your mechanism might be a cable, a string, a lever. So, for example, if you're raising an arm with a string, what happens when the string breaks? The arm doesn't go up and you're probably out of the competition. Maybe you can employ a cable. Cable won't break as easily as a string. Maybe you can put two strings on. So if one string does break, you have a backup string. There's many different methods of addressing problems, but the process of going through what could fail and how can I fix it ahead of time will help improve your design. The FEMA tool, the failure mode effect analysis, is something we use here every day at Brewer Science. However, it's not just for Brewer Science. It's for any industry. It's for almost anything you do. When you walk through that process of how can I prevent problems from happening, this tool is fantastic for that. Robotics, science, chopping wood, anything out there that could help you prevent a problem. It's also a great tool for documenting problems you didn't think of. It's almost impossible to come across every scenario that happens. But the FEMA tool is also a good place to go back and document what has happened and how you fixed it. So the next generation of people coming behind you who are going to do the same thing don't repeat the same problems. And that knowledge has been documented.